Hey guys, it's Fancy, and you're watching the Good Wives Network. What happens when justice is boxed up, labeled, and quietly pushed to the back of the shelf? You get the Blanchard case. You get a camera with a memory card sitting inside a backpack that was officially logged into evidence and then never looked at. Today, we're unpacking Exhibit 92, the infamous Faith Book backpack, and more importantly, the SD card that could have changed everything if anyone had actually wanted to open it. Exhibit 92 was admitted at trial. It was Gypsy's backpack seized from Nick's home in Wisconsin. Inside it, a Canon digital camera with a 4 gigabyte SD card. That's confirmed. Trial transcript 617. But here's where it gets wild. Neither the camera nor the SD card were ever examined. No digital extraction, no warrant, no forensic report, nothing. Nada. And the state's reason? They told the judge, and I'm quoting, they had no legal authority to search it. Let that sink in. In a murder case, with months of documented online communication, with known smexting, video fantasies, role-playing, and schmurder planning happening digitally, they found a digital storage device in Gypsy's bag and said, there's probably nothing relevant on that. Are you kidding me? Be so effing for real. Now, here's where misinformation kicks in. Lately, we've seen people online repeating this. Well, Gypsy said no. She refused to let them open it. That is 100% false. According to the court filings from April 2021, Gypsy was never asked. The court didn't deny the request because of her. The state refused to pursue a warrant, and the judge ruled they had no authority to let the defense team search it without one. So, to be clear, the card was in custody. The state chose not to look at it, and then they refused to let anyone else look. Now, please remember, I am not a lawyer, and this should not be seen as any type of legal advice, and this is all allegedly, in my opinion, for entertainment and educational purposes only. But let's dish some law talk now. This is where Brady versus Maryland comes in. When the state has evidence that might be favorable to the defense, even if they're not sure, they have to disclose it. Then you've got Trombetta and Youngblood, which deal with preserving and processing evidence. If the government holds something with potential value, like a memory card full of digital content in a premeditated murder case, they have a duty to act in good faith. Choosing not to examine it because it doesn't complete your narrative and it might complicate things for you, that's not neutrality. That's suppression. And when Nick's team finally asked for the access to it in 2021, years later, the judge denied the request because it was too late to go fishing. So once again, the state refused to look, the court refused to let anyone else to look, and now it just sits there, untouched, unseen, unused. Was there a smoking gun on that SD card? We'll never know, but let's play it out for a second. We do know Gypsy and Nick exchanged graphic messages. We know they role-played. We know they discussed murder in fantasy terms, including who should do it and how and when. Is it really that much of a leap to imagine those conversations extended to video? Oh, wait. They did. And those weren't used in his original trial either, but they were entered into evidence in this appeal hearing. And there was over 104 videos that they went through. That's a substantial amount of evidence that was suppressed. And now, on top of that suppression, we have this suppression. So can they not understand that Gypsy may have used the camera herself as part of her elaborate online life that she hid from everyone else? That's not speculation. That's pattern recognition. And the state didn't even bother to check. This is why due process matters. This is why forensic integrity matters. The state should never have the power to say, we won't look because we don't think it matters. That's not their job. Their job is to investigate fully and present all the evidence, not just the pieces that support the story they want to tell. In Nick's case, the choice was a simple narrative over a complicated truth. They gave Gypsy the benefit of omission, and they gave Nick a life sentence without ever opening a 4 GB card that might have changed the entire tone of the case. We don't need a warrant to access the truth. We just need to open our eyes and look at what they refused to. You've been listening to Gathering of the Crows, Procedure Denied. Coming up next, our bonus segment for Patreon, Sprecher, and Buy Me a Coffee subscribers. What if they'd opened it? I'll see you there. Have a good one from The Good Wife, serving up true crime, one dish at a time. Bye, guys. Mwah.